Hello, guys, and welcome to this week's Generation I podcast. Your host, me, Victor Martinez, along with Edson Ferrari. Welcome back, Vlad Yudin, and Edwin Mejia.
Cheers to Osam being back finally.
Yeah,
Finally.
cheers.
Where have you been,
For a
bro?
long time. I grow up now.
Oh, you look great, man. Keto's working for you, man. Looking younger, too.
Carnivore.
Well, you still doing a carnivore thing?
I stopped like 2 weeks ago. I did 78 days. From 260, I dropped to 230.
Damn, bro.
We got a lot to get through today. Vic, you want to talk about our sponsor?
Well, definitely want to give Transparent Labs a shout out here. Remember, guys, you want to follow Transparent Labs because they'll start you off with a protein starter kit. Remember, you buy any grass-fed protein, you go down and the website, you can actually go on Generation Iron, go down to the box, make sure you check it off. You're going to get a starter kit. You're going to get the shaker cup and also a blend of different packages of your favorite different kinds of protein. They have at least 5 of them, so that way you can choose which one. You subscribe, you're going to get the starter kit. And again, you're going to get some of their best products, no fillers, nothing artificial.
No sugar. Yeah.
No dyes, no sugars, none
the
of that
cleanest
stuff.
protein on the market. Literally,
I switched to the keto diet, and then I was searching about which protein I can take. So this company is the number one as the cleanest and no sugar.
Make sure you also use the Generation Iron code for a good 10% off on all the products you order from Transparent Labs.
All right, so we got a couple of questions today. But first, Vic, not all, but some people in the comments were criticizing you just a little bit over the...
I've been criticized my entire life.
I know.
Since I was 5.
What do you do again?
Okay,
I wasn't here for 2 weeks, and then you did trouble.
I know.
Andrew Tate, we showed a video of Andrew Tate benching...
See? Well,
not going to talk about you. They didn't like your comments about Andrew Tate's
You saw the video of him bench pressing, right?
315 pounds.
What will your comment be on that? Let's just keep it copacetic.
I don't like this person. It doesn't matter what you
Victor
You're gonna get
has Andrew
critics
Tate
too.
posters all over his
I
house.
don't like this person.
Well, Victor said he didn't like the lift or he didn't like his allegations. And people said to Victor, why are you judging him?
I'm not judging. Do I look like a freaking judge? I'm the last person to judge. The question judging should not come from your mouth describing me. I don't judge. It wasn't judging, all right? It was more ethical, comment. That's all it is,
I mean, to me, when I saw that video, it doesn't matter how much you lift. His personality was ugly. I can't see it.
Personality is ugly?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Really?
I have 4 daughters, and I just go by that,
When you have a daughter, you can't. It's impossible you like this person.
Yeah, I mean,
he's the opposite. He don't like the woman. He don't like the girls first, second, and then. Come on, he has a lot of files.
Listen, at the end of the day, they asked me to criticize his lift. I said it was choppy. You're asking me the question. It's choppy. It was shaky. It's all over the place. If you're gonna start asking me for my opinion, you're gonna get the hard facts. That's it, and that's what you got. If you don't like it, I don't know, sue me or try to, because. Anybody tries to sue me, I'll be knocking at your door.
At least we address the situation as we always do on this podcast. So we have 2 questions of the day. Ed, you want to read them through?
Yeah, so the first question comes to us from Nicholas Moforce QR. And the question is, hey, Victor, how was it like posing for the Bodies of Work series in 2017? And did some people get offended by it? This is in reference to nude photography by bodybuilding.com.
Those who don't know, in 2017, right, Vic, bodybuilding.com ran this series of photography, beautifully shot, of different fitness personalities, including yourself, and they were nude in it. So
yes.
That's what they asked.
I was naked. Yeah. I'm comfortable being naked. I look good naked. They said, let's do it. I was looking like shit anyways for the Olympia. I wasn't confident. I said, might as well just be naked and not do more shit and not give a damn. And, it is uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And I did it. It's art. It's
very artistic, actually.
Whatever. And don't Google it.
They will, of course they will. Come on. But it's men and women actually. It's a bunch of Michelle Lewin was a part of it, I believe. It was a bunch
what was the point of it? Like to campaign for what?
I think it was just like something they did, right? Bodybuilding.com.
When I usually get asked that question, what is the point of it? Usually I can never know what the point of anything is.
It's from the art things, yeah? It's the artist
it was the artist, you know. I mean, big up to them. MHP asked me, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'd do anything for MHP. But you know what's funny? I'm there, I'm freaking naked, I'm posing hot freaking flames everywhere. And guess who showed up? Flavor Flav.
Oh,
he posed too?
No,
he got naked?
He just rolled up for something else. And I was just like, hey, Flav, sorry I got to meet you all freaking naked and all that. But
that's hilarious.
You know, show me love. You know, I did have a towel on. I didn't greet him naked. So
thank God.
Did some people get offended by it? That's another question to ask.
Offended?
Like, who's good?
Usually when people get offended, that's the part where I say, I don't give a fuck. Because I didn't roll up in your house naked. You found my pictures and that's it, whatever it is. And I don't know. Just don't send it to anybody I know.
What are you searching for the pictures? What are you doing? Come on, bro. God, bro. No, it was actually a great campaign that ran.
I didn't see that picture actually.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Nah, bro, it's not NSC, bro. It's just
no, you don't need to see it.
It was men and women part of this campaign, actually, and it was very artistic. I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, what's the second question, Ed?
So the second question comes to us from CWP Anabolic, and it's, hey, Vic, I'm a big fan. What's your favorite look of your career?
Man, I had a few, man. I think United Champions was one of them. 06, Olympia, 7 Olympia. Yeah, I mean, if I have to pick and choose, I would have to say those were definitely my favorites, you know? I mean, anything else, I mean, and obviously, I mean, the first one that started it all was the 2000 Nationals. I was comfortable with that look because I didn't carry around too much weight.
How much your weight was?
I was 222.
Wow. 222?
Yeah, 222, right at the, what was that? Was that heavyweight?
I think so.
Yeah, because that's before, right before super heavyweight.
Yeah.
So top of the heavyweight class, and felt comfortable, move around lighter, swiftly, you know, gracefully, and not all bobbing all over the place, looking all big like a freaking.
How much you was in 07?
07, 252.
252.
Yeah.
07, you was more round and biggest.
Yeah, I was just bigger. Yeah, you know, again, at the show, comfortable. At the rebound, horrible.
You know, speaking of 2007, not that we want to talk about it again, but Kai Green, on a record on his podcast, shouted you out and said that he was in awe watching you at 07. And of course, in his own words, he said that, you know, he had you as a winner.
Do you think Jay Cutler hear that? Do you think Jay Cutler knows? No.
I think Jay Cutler would probably ignore all this stuff.
I mean, Jay Cutler, I'm like, come on. He doesn't have to say anything. He's got the check. He's got the Sandow. He's good. You know, 3-time Mr. Olympia. No.
But pretty much everybody. I don't want to say everybody, but pretty much all the bodybuilders that I talk to.
He's going back to that.
They say Victor won 2007.
Yeah. I mean, Jay Cutler's bridesmaid. I mean, we forever will be connected, Jay.
He has to be send one of the Sandow to you, man. Come on, Jay, send the Sandow back, man.
No, all I want is a T-shirt, Jay. That's all I want. Just a T-shirt, bro. I haven't even gotten a T-shirt from him.
All right, guys, please submit your questions in the comments below, brought to us by Transparent Labs, and hopefully Victor would answer some of them, right?
That's right.
These are good questions,
they will get answered. Maybe not comfortable all the time, maybe not, but they will be answered.
You need to take your muscles to the max! Whoa there, Turbo. Do you even know what's in that stuff? Oh, yeah. See, most protein powders are filled with artificial sweeteners, food dyes, and filler.
Really? I wouldn't put that stuff in my body.
Neither would I. Transparent Labs is made with just a handful of all-natural ingredients without any of the weird stuff. Transparent Labs. Protein without the weird stuff.
So there's been a weird situation that Saratoga water, sparkling water or still water, you know, the blue bottles, right? This fitness influencer made a video,
Ashton
super
Hall.
viral, Ashton Hall. And he made a video of how he drinks it in the morning and then he basically dips his face into it with ice. And suddenly everybody started buying and going crazy over the Saratoga spring water, man.
Man, it was just a little bit dumb. I would fucking fall for it too, you know.
You
But
see it
it's-
all over Northern Jersey supermarket, especially where you guys live.
I only caught wind of it when Matt Walsh, you know, who is the woman guy, put it on his Instagram, and I'm looking because he tracks the guys, you know, early morning, you know, debacle of just getting ready and getting fit, and he goes, "You're gonna tell me this guy does all this for 6 hours just to stay fit?"
He wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, right? And then he does all these things.
I mean, yeah, the only thing I'm really surprised and shocked is that all that time, you know, it's like, you know, none of it was spent in the toilet. You know,
Oh, you didn't want to
I
show.
was impressed.
You didn't want to show that part, bro.
You know
Well, you
what's
gotta
the
show,
problem?
you gotta show the
These
real
those
time.
people, they are not drinking enough water. They just pretend we are drinking water. You know,
Yeah,
you have to drink at least a gallon water a day.
right.
I mean, come on, man, drink a fucking water.
No, I don't mind that. And Matt Walsh was tearing him up because, you know, 6 hours getting ready. You know, I'm like, listen, he goes, "Oh, this is not real." I'm like, I mean, whatever. You know, the guy's he's doing social media. He's promoting, I guess, the water, you know, and don't hate on him. You know, even if it's all fake, you know, he's not hurting anybody. And
No, don't hate on the guy, but if you actually go and buy Saratoga water after seeing this, then something is not right with you, right? I mean,
listen, I'll buy Saratoga before I buy that freaking, you know, Def. What is that?
liquid death.
Liquid
Death,
Like, who
yeah.
the buys a
What's
water
up
in
with
a
that?
can and shit?
Anybody no idea
Can't even
what's?
close it
No
back
one doesn't
up.
know what is inside.
I think it's like a marketing.
No, it's just water, man.
It's just regular water. No, it's regular water.
But once you open it, you can't even close it back. Like, that's my thing. It's like,
Really?
Yeah.
Is it in a can? It's in a can, right?
You have to finish it.
I mean, a beer, I get it. You're gonna finish the beer, you know.
Do you,
The water,
do you
you sip on
remember?
it.
Do you remember like 25, 30 years ago? Not maybe 20, 25 years ago. We don't have a bottled water. Everyone
I
drinking
know.
in the sink. Right now, no one drinking in the sink.
We're
Everyone,
drinking from the
the
freaking.
business water goes to
parts.
next level.
I know.
Different perspective, different design, different model.
I know.
Right.
I mean,
But it's the same thing.
it's
all
the
the same
water.
thing. It comes
from the same place.
Drink
It's
water, man.
It's water. It's water.
It's water.
Water. Bueller. It's just water. Well, remember, I think the fancy water used to be Evian
Evian, yeah. it's
Nobody
still
drinks
like-
Evian anymore, right?
because it
People-
tastes like shit. It always has.
It always has.
Always
I
has.
never
It
liked
always
that
tasted
water.
like shit. I'm like, I couldn't have been less fashionable not drinking Evian.
Just one water. The taste is really good and different. It still is good in Fiji.
Fiji, yeah.
That's also
but they-
way
they put
overpriced.
sugar in that. They put sugar in that or something.
They
I
put
don't know.
sugar? No, I don't think
It's,
so.
it's too tasty, man.
It's really good.
It's tasty. That's what I'm saying. There's something in the f***ing Fiji
They
water.
say they're coming from Fiji. The
Is
Fiji
there a
mountain.
volcano in Fiji? I don't think there is, right?
Not yet.
I mean, it's got, well, it was
Not
built
anymore.
by a volcano.
It's
no?
not anymore.
No?
You guys like vitamin? I think it's called vitamin water. Yeah.
Oh,
Vitamin-
who drinks vitamin water
No,
these
that's-
days?
50 Cent.
If it said 50 Cent sold his steak, it was like, it went down.
I don't like it.
It's like a waste of drinking.
So during
Especially
the
the zeros.
during the that diet I follow, I a lot drinking salt and water because I need the energy.
You
during
put salt
day.
in the water and drink
Salt
it.
and
Oh,
water.
man. Gonna tell Cali Muscle, man. He's gonna get pissed. He's gonna show up with his purple eyes and say, "How dare you, SR? Drink salt water,
Purple eyes.
Purple.
Whatever fucking color he did of his shit."
So in a tragic news, you guys heard about Vito Pirbazari died. while jogging on a treadmill. Man. He was an actor and a bodybuilder in a Netflix series from Germany. Anybody know anything about that story?
Do you know him, Vic? Did you know of him at all?
No, I see him in the circuit.
Pirbazari, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just sad because we lost a lot of good people this year. I mean, this month alone, and it's one of them was Jerry Montanari, and just this past weekend, CJ Suits, man.
Did you know her?
Yeah,
he knew her personally.
Of course, CJ. Everyone knows her. She's making suit for everyone forever.
Yeah. And again, with the German guy, I don't know him personally, but with Jerry, always a light, always good to be around. I mean, he runs one of the best gyms on the East Coast. And when I saw the post, him blowing the candles, I thought it was his birthday. Little did I know he just passed. And do
you know why? Do you know what happened?
No, again, once the person is gone, I guess the way he died doesn't really matter. The sad thing is I know it was 3 Montanari brothers, and this, and there's only one left now, and condolences to the family. And I don't know, we're losing so many people. I think all this hate, all this fucking anger needs to be simmered down in the industry because everybody's too busy fucking being angry about bullshit. And also CJ, I remember her being blocked from shows for whatever reason, bureaucracy, political crap. And I think we should just kind of be a little bit more attentive to one another.
More united, maybe. Yeah?
More united, man. Follow Generation Iron for anything. But it's just
CJ made posing trunks and
she
suits,
made just about everything. CJ was like a big sister to most of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the only time I was a little angry at her was because she gave one of the trunks I wanted to use to Dexter, but she's known him longer. And it was just that, you love CJ. CJ was a sis. She attended to you. She was always there, ready to hands-on, oil, something, backstage. Always.
She was like a sister for all pro athletes.
Yes. And,
for men's and girls. Bikini, a lot of bikini girls.
She turned it up, man. For everything. Just suits, the figure suits, bikini suits. All of it.
Everything.
All of it. And
how old did that German guy die? How old he was?
I don't know. I think he was in his 40s, I believe. I'm not sure.
Young, man.
I have a problem for that news. They write it down on the treadmill, he died.
That's why I don't know too much about that. So
I know.
On the treadmill, obviously something physical, but again, passed away. And one of these things is, just get blood work. Is that going to save you? Probably you might know something a bit sooner than later.
Like clearly he had a condition. The treadmill would not kill anybody, right?
Yeah,
some kind of condition.
It's a condition, and the thing is, when you have a blood clot or whatever it is,
exactly,
it can release.
Today morning I was searching on FIFA. There's a soccer organization. How many people die on the field? Since 2014, 2018, which is 4 years. 617 people died in the war.
Look at that.
Soccer player died.
That's a good stat to know.
From what?
Just from dehydration, from condition, anything.
You saying it to compare to the bodybuilding industry?
Yes. Come on, man. The person in the treadmill died. Okay. Why you're not talking about the person soccer player in the field?
No, I know why he's saying it because people get in the news. Somebody dies. Right away, a bodybuilder died. A bodybuilder
died. Again, blaming bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Again,
so you're saying, look at this sport now.
Yeah, one of my clients said, "Oh my God, treadmill is not good. Look, one person died in the treadmill. If you do too much,
it's not the treadmill.
You're able to die. It's not
obviously.
Treadmill. It's the person had the condition, and treadmill affecting that condition to die. That's it. That's my problem.
Yeah, 600 a year playing soccer. Same thing goes in football. I think there's
football
a teenager dying.
Football is more
every year on the field just from dehydration as well.
Yes.
Like so most of the time it's not even heart condition. It's dehydration.
Mostly it's dehydration. Dehydration.
So people know it's doesn't discriminate. Death is gonna come and it's gonna happen. So I don't know. Can we avoid it? I don't think so. Can we delay it a little bit by checking ourselves? Probably,
What do you guys think about, completely unrelated, but Lee Priest made a statement that Keon Pearson, obviously, Keon is a 212 champion.
Keon was great.
He won 212 Olympia twice already at this point, right? I think. He's saying he will win Mr. Olympia Men's Open one day. He's saying maybe 2028 or 29, but it's going to happen, he's saying.
I said 2027.
So yeah, Vic, what's your opinion on that? Because Lee Priest, I mean, he has, in my opinion, he reminds me. I mean, Keon reminds me a lot of Lee Priest. I mean, obviously, one is black, one is white, but like they have very similar physiques in terms of like. If you look at the old school, if you look at Lee Priest's figure back in the day and his stage presence was incredible. I mean, and then Keon
was a genetic freak, man. He just, his arms, I swear he was born with those freaking big ass arms. Keon reminds me of like very like those, very defined muscle features, very round, right? Because he's obviously not a tall guy, but like he reminds me a lot of, that's why he reminds me a lot of Lee Priest. I mean, we did a whole movie on Lee. He's got good aesthetics. I mean, well balanced. Right. He already won the 212. If he crosses over, I think he's definitely destined to win.
Is he doing a crossover? Well. Is he going to Men's Open?
I mean, he should. Why not?
No, I was wondering if he already announced it.
I mean, he should. I mean, the way he looks.
How did Chupan cross over Drake Lunsford? Yeah. I mean, why not him?
He should. He has
and he can make more money.
Everything that's needed, he has to actually, compete with these guys. So for him will be just when will be the right time. Obviously, right now you have Sansom and Derek hammering it out, and you have Adi coming back.
I think that Keon can compete Open next year. He's ready for Open.
I think it comes down to how much mass he could put on because he has a small frame.
Right. He's putting it on right. He's got great frame, and with him, you got to remember, him just with enough size and condition, he's gonna look just as big as any other guy because Dexter knocked out a lot of these guys for many years, and when you stand them next to each other, you'll see almost.
I don't think he need more size right now. He need a little bit polish, more conditioning, harder, common stage.
As long as he doesn't get injured, try to do something crazy, hernia, knee, or anything, joints. I think he's on the right track to be Open Mr.
And don't try to bring size and weight up. He don't need it.
No, because he's growing accordingly. Yeah. He's growing accordingly. I mean, you've seen him over the years. Especially that time when he said, he needed to take a break and, for his mental health and people were criticizing him. And imagine he would not have done that and would he subjected to the pressure of competing. He wouldn't have been where he is now. Yeah. So,
but the question is, he can definitely have a great career in Men's Open, but can he win Olympia within the next 2 years? Well, that's the question. That's really what Lee Priest is saying.
I think so. I agree with Lee
Priest. You think
so? Yeah. Lee has a good eye. At the same time, he's outspoken when it comes to who looks good, and he will just not just yap for no reason unless there's something behind it. And I agree with him because I seen Keon come up.
I think if Keon bring the conditioning like a Hadi Chupan, he's in the rank in the top for years. No one can beat him. He has a beautiful shape.
He's got probably one of the best shapes,
Yes, more than anyone.
Yes.
More balance. Yep. More balance, upper body, lower body, the symmetry. Wow. To be very amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, Keon. And he's in 20s right now. He's very young.
He's still in 20s?
Yes. Wow. I think he's 27 or 28 maybe.
Oh, super young.
I had no idea. He's very young.
He's going to reach his prime. Just getting into his prime right now.
Yes.
He's going to be dangerous. He's going to be dangerous. He already is dangerous. He already has the 212, the Open.
Yeah. I'm not surprised if this year he jumped into Open. Look, how much he priced for the 212 for the first place? 40,000? 40,000, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
40 or 60,000. It's not much.
Well, ask me for money. I'm always like, not enough. Not enough. Give more.
But if we get third place in Open, he'll receive 150,000.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna do way better than that. Again,
definitely.
He just carries well balanced muscle. That's when you put him next to somebody else, you're gonna see everybody else's flaws, highlighted.
Wow.
Yeah. I
can't wait to see him.
I really like Keon. He has a beautiful shape.
Speaking of beautiful shape, Rich Gaspari revealed, he's 61 years old, Rich Gaspari, a friend of ours, of course.
Yeah.
He revealed a picture of his legs at 61 years old. What'd you guys think?
Oh, he's got freaking legs, you know. I won't be putting my pants down anytime soon. Rich.
I'm saying Rich has very strong legs. Massive.
Yeah, but he don't need to prove something. Why he pull pants down?
I don't know.
He's a good businessman. He finished his career.
He loves social media. He's always on it. Every time I look, he's on it. He's doing, you know, I mean, I'll have to say I'm not a big fan of his form. You know,
while he's working out, you mean?
I mean, working out. I mean, come on now. Where else would I like his form? You know, yeah, going to the grocery store, I like your form shopping there. No, it's.
I mean, be honest here. I saw few older than 61 in social media better than this. That's my point. He don't need to prove himself.
No, it's not proving himself. It's just basically, you know, he was there since the freaking 80s, 90s.
Yes,
you know,
80s.
That's with the big boys, and he's still going at it at 61. I mean, to move the way he does, I mean, man, he's got some good joints, man. Because I'm like, shit, man. I mean, I don't think I could train with Rich unless I want to tear a tendon or ligament or something. You know,
he's training very heavy. He's training.
He trains way heavy.
I think he comes from that same era. It's like kind of like those guys that still train like that, like Johnny Jackson. You know, and you have other guys like
Rich
Gaspari, but also from Branch Warren.
No,
they have
train with Branch, Johnny, or freaking Rich Gaspari. You got to have the paramedic outside.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, that's why when we
like
shot
that.
it. When we shot Generation I, we saw that too.
I have to put duct tape and elbow sleeves on my freaking elbow. No.
Who is most worst? Roddy Coleman or Branch Warren?
I don't know. It's got to be a Texas thing, man.
There has to be a Metroflex Texas gym.
Have you ever worked out there in Metroflex?
No. I trained with Branch once, man. I try to just get into his zone, get into the same kind of, you know, feel. I think we were in Pittsburgh, so I don't remember. Was it Texas? No, it wasn't Texas, because had we been in Texas, I would have been like, nah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, we're definitely out somewhere, and I try to just kind of, let me see if I could get into the freaking training technique like Branch, you know, because I try everything, you know. And man, I just couldn't. I tried to bring the weight down and kind of use momentum, and I said, no. My shoes would have came out the socket, bro.
Wow.
So you know what, Branch? I'm just going to go with my official, original, bring down slow, explode up, bring down slow, explode up, with my little, you know, burn at the top. But man, he's just, he's intense. He built crazy muscle, and I can see exactly why, man. That's some intense training they do, and no, I cannot do that kind of training.
You know, we have so many people in social media that teaching, oh, this form is wrong, this form is right. When you look at that style of workout like Branch Warren, you see so many things wrong, but he's a champion.
No, it's just, it works differently for everybody.
How can you explain how to work for someone like that if
building muscle in reality is just basically based on what you can do and able to do and execute. That's all it is. So when I tell somebody, hey, let me show you the way to do this, they go, oh, am I doing it wrong? I said, no. I never say it's wrong. I always say, oh, well, you're doing it different.
Yeah.
But let me show you this way, you know? So I never say it's wrong, because just like you said, I've seen people do crazy stuff and they still have great muscle. The only thing I could tell them is, you know, let me see you do this at 70.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what
on the last episode, we actually discussed the great bodybuilders with the worst genetics, and both of those guys were in that list that Vic.
They are.
But they've trained to be champions. That's the point.
And again, they're champions. So again, you might not like their style. I mean, most people always think, you know, working out, they think, oh, seeing, you know, Arnold, Chris, you know, Kai. I think Kai has some of the, you know, best forms I've seen working out.
Yeah.
But not everybody could do somebody else's workout method. I mean, look at Tom Platz's leg workout.
Oh my God.
Nobody's doing that these days. No way. I don't care how much pre-workout you take on anadrols. Nobody's gonna do that, and that's why.
And we have the best. Yeah, and we have the best Tom Platz workout on Generation I. People need to check that out.
Oh yes, check it out. Check out Tom Platz.
Just don't do it.
So when somebody says, "Hey, I'm doing 5 plates for 2 reps," I'm like, "Why are you bothering?" Oh, what will you do? I'm like, take that 315.
Hardy lift heavy too. Hardy is very
lifts heavy, but let's see the aftermath. The aftermath is usually, and I speak about it because I am in the after effect, and there's a lot of things I would have changed in my training because nobody thinks at the moment. It's later that you're gonna feel those glitches, and those glitches come hard, boy.
Yep.
They
catch you later.
Yeah, man. They catch you. Oh no, man. Just be able to lift right, save those joints, and be able to wipe your own ass at 80. All right? That is the goal.
And that's the message of today's episode.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us in this week's podcast. Remember, follow us, like, and if you want to see any of our prior podcasts, tune into iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you stream. Until next time, welcome back, Esan. Good to see you, bro.
Stay with us.
Peace.